I'm delighted to welcome our speaker, Jack Murray. Jack is an entrepreneur, a story consultant, founder and CEO of Media HQ, a press release distribution platform, and the storytelling agency All Good Tales, and is also an author of his first book of the same title, The Magic Slice.
I'm going to talk directly to you about the power of storytelling. And I love talking to people, and I love talking to groups of people. And I found this transaction with sharing slides can be, not to put too fine a point on it, a bit of a pain in the arse. And our mission in Media HQ is to help people connect their story with their audience. Through that work, I suppose we're helping brands at an industrial level share stories. And about 6 or 7 years ago, I had an epiphany when we were about to hit that moment when one of our users on the software was about to share the 100,000 story. And this notion came to my mind about the magic slice. And here's my book. And the magic slice is simply two circles, and where they intersect is your magic slice. And your magic slice of story, your magic slice of attention, is that magic place for what you want to talk about overlaps with what your audience wants to hear. And as communicators, as salespeople, as marketeers, that's the holy grail. That's where we want to get to. So over the course of the talk, I'm going to focus on three things. I'm going to start by talking about what is a story. I'm going to talk about the magic slice then. And the third thing I'm going to talk about are when to use stories.
How do you encourage that creative writing and storytelling, in a firm like a law firm? And maybe, of course, everyone's hooked on the story of you outside the door going, what was that piece of information that was going to be said to you? Is there any small steps that we can do? I mean, yes, creativity, yes, chunking time, giving ourselves the space to think, I think, and maybe it is just delete the template and start from a blank page.
Yeah, look, I think it's also that kind of great American maxim, like, start small, but for God's sake, start. And if you're in a big firm that's slow moving, and I've worked with lots of organizations that are slow moving and conservative, is the way to start a revolution is, be the change you want to see. So lead the behavior, lead the behavior yourself. The next time you present, put in a photograph or two and tell a story. Get a small bit of your marketing budget and spend it on a project. One of my most favorite of all time storytelling projects was a small regional airline in Iceland called Air Iceland Connects, and they wanted in-flight entertainment on regional airways, and they had no budget. So, bar booking a juggler to come on one flight, I wasn't sure what they were going to do, and they commissioned this wonderful notebook journal that cost, I think it cost a couple of grand to do the whole thing and get the print run done. And they put it in the back of the seats. And what happened then was people started taking out the notebook out of the seats and writing their journal for their holiday and what they had done doodled, drew pictures. And then that became Instagrammable. So people would take a picture of something that they saw and they'd share it. And these notebooks in the seats became these repositories of this really rich information, kind of story driven.